I'm going to talk a little bit more about the different areas, different sections of the body, different parts of the body that are common areas for challenges and issues. First things first, let's talk about the first half of the body. So the first half of the body basically goes from mid-torso to the top of the head. Section of the body is all about the communication. It's all about self-expression. This has to do with your senses, your emotions, and touch. When we have issues in that area, obviously it is directly related to your ability to express yourself, allow your emotions to be expressed. The bottom half, this is your earthly contact, as I said earlier. So this has to do with your independence, also your introspection, and your ability to take action on your behalf and connect. Just the body part, the torso, this has to do with our unconscious feelings. This is where suppressed guilt, fear, resentment, and even anger all reside here. So when you're looking at the organs in the torso, they're having to do with the unconscious feelings. Yes, when we go specifically to the stomach is all about the ability to discern or digest life. Our shoulders, they're related to responsibility, also self-esteem. So sometimes when you see sloping shoulders, they're feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders because they've got so many responsibilities. Also, you'll see that when people shrug their shoulders or have their shoulders really high, they're like really struggling to hold themselves up and not succumb to the challenges and the issues of life. Our muscles are specifically our physical expression of our desires. So the lungs, the vital breath of life. When a baby or a child is born, the first thing that everybody wants them to do is to actually take a deep breath and then, just as important, exhale that breath, but exhale it as a scream or a cry, because when a baby does that, they're actually staking their claim and announcing to the world that they're here. That's really what's happening and what's going on there. And in my experience, I've found a lot of clients that have later in life struggled to find their voice or to speak up or to have an opinion. They're not sure if they're able to have an opinion. They tend to be somebody who didn't scream or make a big noise when they were born. It's really interesting how that is connected. And then throughout their life, they've had other things. Maybe they grew up in a family where their parents told them to be quiet a lot. It's not always the case. That was me, and I was most definitely not quiet. Having said that, it does still affect the ability or the right to have a voice. So just because I still have a voice, it doesn't mean that I wasn't challenged to have my voice. And because I was challenged to have my voice, my communication ended up being loud or aggressive or too much, or it was a fight to have my expression.